So there's a park in Paris that is called le Parc des Buttes-Chaumont. But in our house, we call it Disaster Park because of what happened there on Sunday, September 1st, 2010. And that was the day just before the first day of the first year that our kids would spend in a French school. So it was a big, big deal for us. See, I'm French, my husband is American. Both our kids were born in California, we live in Berkeley. But that year, we decided to do a full year in France. We did a house swap. My husband got French citizenship, and he was kind of ready for a career change. He quit his job, and voila. And one piece of the puzzle we had to figure out was healthcare. So at first we had Cobra, but it ended at the end of the month, and it was expensive. And so first thing we did when we arrived in early August in Paris is we went to sign up for the socialized medicine we had heard so many good things about. And it went remarkably smoothly. We were successfully added to the barrel of French bureaucracy. And we were told it would start first thing next month. Not quite first thing, because the first fell on the Sunday, but the second. So perfect. Like we had American healthcare, Cobra, till August 31st. And we had healthcare with the French system starting Monday the 2nd. So we only had to survive 24 hours without healthcare. What could go wrong? So that Sunday, I had a lot of work to do. I was working remotely for this web agency in San Francisco. And so my husband, Dean, and my mom took all the kids to the Parc des Buttes-Chaumont. And by all the kids, I mean our two sons, age 6 and 8, and my two nieces, also age 6 and 8. So I'm working, and I get a phone call. Hey, it's Dina. We've got a problem. We lost Zoe. What do you mean you lost Zoe? Well, we were working in the park, walking around, and I was talking with your mom. I thought all the kids were together. They thought Zoe was with us. Anyway, we don't know where she is. I was like, what are you telling me for? What am I supposed to do? He was like, well, I don't know. I just thought you should know. We're going to keep looking. I was like, good plan. So I hang up, and I'm like, what am I going to tell my sister? Hey, sorry, sis, we lost one of your kids. Good thing you have a spare. I mean, how am I supposed to concentrate? Thankfully, a few minutes later, he calls back. No problem. We found her, all good. A little shaken, but it's all right. Great. So I get back to work. 20 minutes later. Hey, it's Dina. We've got a problem. Felix is locked in the bathroom. I was like, what do you mean he's locked in the bathroom? Well, he closed the latch. He can't figure out how to open it. But we're on the side of the door trying to explain, but he's really panicked, not thinking straight. I was like, what are you telling me for? What am I supposed to do? I was like, well, just thought you should know. I mean, your mom is looking for the custodian, so any minute now. So he hangs up, and I'm like, working mothers. I mean, I tell you, yeah, it's interruption after interruption. But sure enough, a few minutes later, he calls back. All right, all good. He's out of there, a little shaken, but all right. It's like, great. So I get back to work. 20 minutes later, another call. Hey, it's Dina. We've got a problem. Milo fell off the monkey bars, and he said his wrist really hurts. I'm like, oh, is it broken? Because you see, we were expert at diagnosing broken bones, because the previous year, his brother had broken his bone, and the wrist was all wrong. So he's like, nah, I don't think it's broken, but I think it needs icing, so I'm coming back. Yeah, I'm coming back home. He's like, all right, so much for the work I'm supposed to do, but they all get home. Milo is still sobbing, so we put like ice on it. We give him a big piece of baguette with Nutella, and it still hurts. So now we know we have a problem. So we go to the hospital, they do an x-ray, and no, we are not such good expert at diagnosing broken bones, and yes, it is broken. So they put a cast on it, and then it's time to go check out. And the lady at the front desk asked for my carte vitale, and that's kind of a credit card size thing that has a chip with all your medical record. And I have to explain that actually, no, we are Americans, we just moved here, and we're not quite in the system. Tomorrow, but today we have nothing. She was like, oh, you moved from America. Well, do you have your American health insurance? Like, maybe I can bill them, or at least give you the paperwork so you can do it later. I was like, no, that's not going to work, because you see my coverage ended yesterday. So today we have nothing. She was like, oh, well, that's a problem. That means I'm going to have to charge you for like the full amount. I'm like, I know, it's very bad timing. I understand, just give it to me. And she looks so awkward, like she is the bearer of bad, she hates being the bearer of bad news, and this is bad news. And she was like, it's, I was like, just tell me. She's like, it's €100. This is like $120. I mean, the previous year we paid more than that in copay, and we supposedly had the Cadillac of PPOs. Oh, lady, here's your €100, no problem. And the next day, Milo started school, started first grade with a brand new cast, all decorated by his brother, niece, cousins, and it was a good start to a great year after all. Thank you.